God bless and great day, everybody. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for another blessed day. Y'all already know it's King T 420 SCC back with another smoking reaction. In this reaction game, we're just going to call it Men, Women, and Who Wants Who. So, with that being said, we're going to jump right off into the sponsors as we always do, and then we'll jump right off into the videos. Smoke gang shit before we go. Battle Juice is a new energy drink. This video was sponsored by Pure Health Battle Juice. You can buy your drinks in Chill Box or Joan Vince's Gourmet Market. Get your Battle Juice today. Drink the drinks that champions drink. Battle Juice. Alrighty, so with that said, let's roll right off into the first video, jump right back to it, and see what we got here. Would you live on a planet with all women? All right, so we see what that say, and again, this video is called Men, Women, and Who Wants Who. With that being said, let's jump right off to the first video. Smoke gang shit before we go.
Women, 1,000%. Would you live on a planet with all women? 1,000%.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I would. I would. Yes, I would.
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I would. Absolutely. We run the world.
No, I feel very unsafe.
Oh, she is beautiful for that. She is so beautiful that she's like, oh no, I really couldn't. I feel very unsafe. Like, who gonna protect us from us? And then the others that might come. Because, Jesus Christ, what is happening here? Could you live on a planet with all women? No, I feel very unsafe. Hey, that's a smart young lady. I like her. I can't lie, I like her, y'all. She's smart. Before we go, smoke that shit.
Would you live on a planet with all men?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Boy, fuck no. Would you live on a planet with all women?
Well, I guess the census is in. I guess the census is in on that. The men definitely ain't living on no planet with all men. And the women apparently don't mind living on a planet with all women. So that just goes to tell you something. You dig? But whatever. Before we go, let's jump right off to the next video and see what we got. I don't want to keep y'all too long. So, with that being said, let's see here. Cool. You can't ask a man to lead and then fight him for the steering wheel every time. Smoke ain't shit. This is the REO Pryor. Y'all know I like this young girl. She only 21, 22 years old. Millionaire mindset, biblical mindset. I love this. This is what we need more in young women. Before we go, smoke ain't shit.
The lead and then fight him for the steering wheel every time he makes a turn. Ladies, some of y'all don't want a leader. You want a man that follows your directions. You say you want a masculine man, a decisive man, a man that takes initiative, but the second he makes a decision that you wouldn't have made, now you're irritated. Now it's...
Wait a minute now. We're not going to say we want the man to be the leader and then turn around and say, I need you to listen to what I say. That doesn't work. Men don't work that way. When we're leading, we're full on, full blown, head first, let's go. We don't need no extra suggestions all the time. Your little opinion, we gonna listen to it. But guess what? He is in the driver's seat now. It's time to go. He don't need you trying to tell him where to go when he already made the plans and he already knows what's up. He got this. You picked him, right? You said, no, I want you to be the leader in my life. Allow the man to lead. Smoke ain't shit before we go.
Why would you do that? I would have did it this way. You should have asked me first, and after a while, he stops leading. Not because he can't, because every decision turns into a debate. Let's be honest. Some women say they want a man to take charge, but only if he's taking charge exactly how they would have done it. That's not leadership. That's control. And then years...
Wait a minute now. What do you mean by they only look at the leadership as if when they suggest something, he does it, and that's what it's... No, that's not what leadership is. Leadership is a man who makes decisions logically and rationally. He sits down, he looks at a problem, he comes up with a solution, and he solves it. He leads. That's what he does. He don't need all the extra stuff. I keep telling you all that. It's not like you know what I'm saying? If you picked him, follow his lead. You never know where he's gonna get y'all to. You have to trust the leader. Just like we have to trust in the Lord, y'all have to trust in the man y'all pick. Smoke ain't shit before we go.
Years later, you frustrated. You feel like you're carrying everything, making all the decisions, planning everything, but nobody talks about how sometimes a man stops leading because every time he tried, he got corrected. Now, before y'all start, I'm not talking about following a man into foolishness. A man should have vision. He should be wise. He should be accountable. But if he's a good man and his heart is in the right place, every decision doesn't need a committee meeting because a lot of women are praying for a leader while making leadership impossible. And those two things cannot exist at the same time.
Well, with that said, we all heard the REO Pryor. Those two things can't exist at the same time. You can't tell a man that you want him to be your leader and you want him to lead and you're going to be a good follower, and then every time he tell you to do something, you're like, yo, I don't want to do that. Yo, why are we going this way? Yo, why did you pick this restaurant? Why did you turn down this street? Yo, I thought I said I wanted to go to the mall. And he's like, we are going to the mall. Well, why did you go this way? Because I'm driving. Okay, as long as y'all keeping up, smoke ain't shit. It's fucking ridiculous that you women literally take y'all man through all this, and all he doing is his job as a man, taking you where you need to go, doing the things that a man does for his lady, and giving you the advice that you should have as a lady from a man. And are you listening? No, you're giving him a hard time, giving him back talk, you're giving him lip, you stressing him out, upsetting him, irritating him, aggravating him, all these things because you got questions about his leadership when you chose him to lead. Smoke ain't shit. Before we go, let's see what we got. Oh, tonight's conversation. This should be good. Smoke ain't shit. Before we go.
Why do most women not want to take accountability for the things that they do?
Most?
Most.
You gonna get in trouble.
It don't even surprise me that he said that, right? Because we all know he's the panderer on the panel. He's definitely a major panderer, and he's definitely going to side with the women a lot. But I like what that lady said. Why is it that most women can't take accountability? Why is it? Let's get to it. It's finna get broke down here. Then I'm going to do a little bit more of a breakdown before we go.
Uh-oh. Do anybody on the panel think it's most women?
Yes, I do think it's most women.
Trill?
Immediate action. It didn't take the brother 2 seconds to be yes. I think most women have problems with accountability. Listen, I'm only going by what I've seen, what I hear, what I've dealt with. It's so funny because he didn't take no time to respond, did he? Immediate action. That's why I work. Before we go.
We have created a society to where women don't necessarily have to be held accountable. There's always, he was a narcissist. There's always, he was a great actor. He lied to me. No, sometimes you've seen exactly who that man was, and you made a decision to f with him anyway. And then when it goes left, I get to play victim.
I think that
I like how he threw that in there right at the end of his little comment. When it goes left, then she get to play victim. Oh, I didn't know he was like this. I didn't know he was going to be this type of man. I didn't know. Yes, you did, because he was that type of man when you met him. His character didn't change overnight. He didn't just all of a sudden become this rotten, bad dude. He was the same dude that you was dating all the time you had been dating him. You just ignored the things that you wanted to ignore until you got to a point where it's like, you know what? He get on my nerves. He ain't doing what I want him to do no more. Now this is starting to bother me. He wasn't doing what you wanted him to do in the beginning. Smoke ain't shit. Y'all wouldn't be fucking ridiculous. I promise you. Before we go.
some women don't want to be accountable because accountability requires a level of self-reflection that most people are not ready for. If I consider myself a good person, then I'm gonna live on that hill and die on that hill. But when people present information to me about how I have harmed them or how I'm wrong in the story, I might reject that information because it doesn't go with this persona that I've created for myself.
And that right there is a woman who knows how to take accountability. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because anytime you're real enough to admit that I've made this persona in my head and somebody can come to me and tell me that I've wronged them this way, and even though I don't feel like I've wronged them this way, even though the character that I made up in my head is not like that, this person came to me and told me this, and I think I need to listen to this person because maybe I did do that to them. And maybe this is my place of learning and healing. So, yeah, this is a woman's way of taking accountability. When she can look at the fact that she's actually wrong in a situation and then turn around and be like, you know what, let me hear you out so I can correct the problem. Smoke gang shit. Before we go.
I think that accountability requires a clean mirror, not just a reflection of what you've told yourself that you are. Nobody wants to be the bad guy or the villain, but it's not until you become comfortable being that villain do you start to become a hero in your own story. It's not until you acknowledge the way that you have people over are you able to wake up in the morning and do good. I think that most of us just reject accountability because we don't want to be the bad guy.
What does accountability mean, though, in this situation?
Like, as women, sometimes we do things. We always want to play victim or whatever, and everything is always their fault, honestly.
Again, like what she's saying.
Listen, I like a woman who can come to the microphone and be like, you know what? We be dogging these men. I'm not going to sit up here and tell no lies and act like we just perfect. We little pretty princesses and we don't do nothing wrong. Everything's on the men. No, we be doing a lot of wrong stuff. And every time I point out to one of my homegirls that they doing something wrong, my other homegirls be like, girl, no, that man did this and he made her. If he hadn't did this, she wouldn't have did. Y'all make excuses for women when women fuck up. That's what y'all do. Y'all make mad excuses for when women fuck up. That's what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the problem because we ain't making excuses for our homeboys. We ain't telling our homeboy, nah, dog, that's okay because she did this. We telling that nigga like, nah, nigga, ain't no excuse for you being a fucking piece of shit. If you gonna be a piece of shit, nigga, then she got the right to do whatever the fuck she want to do because you being a piece of shit. It's just how it go. Y'all women need to learn to take more accountability. Smoke gang shit before we go.
is speaking to like how a lot of relationships go. If a woman is falling short, the general consensus is, what is that man not doing to motivate her to be the woman that she should be, right? A lot of women say, okay, if the right man can bring out my feminism, could you imagine if a man said, hey, I ain't gonna be masculine until the right woman bring out my masculinity?
Just hearing that shit, what the fuck do that even mean? I can't be a man until this woman show me that she's a woman. Are you sure about this, sir? I'm a little confused because I thought you was a man regardless of if she was a woman. Like, I thought you was a woman regardless if let me say it a better way. I thought you were supposed to be masculine because you was a man, and I thought you were supposed to be feminine because you were a woman. Let me say it like that. Maybe I'll have a better understanding. Women are supposed to come feminine, and men are supposed to come masculine. There's no in between. That's why men have so much testosterone, and women have so much estrogen. For those who don't know, go look it up. Do your research and get an understanding of who the fuck you are. Smoke ain't shit. It's fucking ridiculous y'all put us through all this shit. Before we go.
I'm gonna be feminine until the end. So again, there's always a way out, even in regards to cheating. If a man cheats on his woman, he's a monster. He's terrible. He didn't consider her, what she was going through, this, that, and the third. If a woman cheats on her man, it's what was he not doing to pave the way for that woman to cheat? There's always a way out. There's always a victim. There's always somebody else to blame. So what she's saying is, well, goddamn, at some point, you done had 6 relationships in the same way, and you blaming all 6 of those men. At some point, we gotta look in that mirror and say, you know what, maybe it's something that I need to change.
There you go. And there she goes. Can we just say women need to take more accountability? You have to learn to look in the mirror and be like, you know what, maybe I was the fucking problem. If I liked all these dudes and all these dudes like me, but all the relationships ended the same exact way, maybe it's me. Maybe it's something I'm doing or not doing. How about that? Whatever the case might be. Smoke ain't shit. Before we go, though, let's jump right off into the last video because I got one more. And it's going to kind of sort of speak to the fact of women have this bias and they don't like to take accountability for their actions, right? So, with that being said, let's jump right off to the last video. Okay, is violence against men still violence? Before we go.
Though, but this is exactly what I'm saying. I can hit a man. I'm not saying it makes it right. I would have to hit you probably 5 more times to hurt you than you would have to hit me.
But even if I don't...
What in the fuck does that mean? What the fuck do that mean? Do you like for your kids to hit you? Your kids got to hit you 10 times harder than you hit them for it to hurt you. But do you like for your children to hit you? No? Not at all? Your man doesn't like for you to hit him either. It's the same fucking effect. Get a fucking clue. Jesus Christ. This is fucking ridiculous. Y'all women are really wild work, and this is why men are choosing to be single. Smoke ain't shit. Men, women, and who wants who. Jesus Christ. Before we go.
Agree or disagree.
Yeah. So
I'm not making it right. It's not cool if you
listen,
hit
I know. I'm trying to answer your question. So I would agree that yes, you might have to apply much more force than a man, but violence is still violence, right? So it's still, even if you hit a man and it hurts less than when a man hits the man, who's the conductor of the violence if the man doesn't hit him and you do?
I got something really good.
That's the point.
I got something really good on this.
So with that being said, Smoke Gang! Smoke Gang? Okay, yeah, back to what I was saying. With that being said, see, women have this thing, they have this double standard where they feel like everything that they do is okay and it's not okay for no one to do it to them. Well, let me let y'all have, a little secret. Let me let y'all have a clue, help y'all with a clue, right? Again, like I said, if your child hits you, you don't like it and you have a problem with it. So if you hit a man, he feels the same way. He doesn't like it and he has a problem with it. You guys need to learn to use more logical, rational thinking when it comes to situations like this, because it's not as men that's saying we can live in a world without women. It's not as men that's saying, oh no, we think it's okay to just disrespect women and hit women. It's not as men that's saying things like, well, I'm a strong, independent woman. I can live on a planet with all women. These are all women things. So the real question is, who wants who, Smoke Gang? Thank y'all for coming out, watching the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. God bless. Great day.